Hello, everybody. We are actually going to take our notes for Monday. We're doing variables on both sides. And let me get my board ready. I don't know why it's not doing. All right, we got a white background. All right, so we have variables on both sides today. So we're going to solve equations that look like this. 3x plus 5 equals 7x minus 7. So when you have an equation like this, it's still the same. We want to draw a barrier on our equal sign, and we want the terms that have variables to go on the left. So if you can see here, the positive 3x is already here, so we bring that down. Now, we also want this 7x to go to the left. If it changes sides, it also changes signs. So it was a positive 7 to begin with. Now it is a negative. Now on the other side, we have our equal sign, and we have a negative 7 that's already here. Now this positive 5, we want to move it over. It becomes a negative 5. So now we can just combine our like terms. 3x minus 7x gives us negative 4x. 12, or negative 7 and negative 5 make a negative 12. And then your last step is always to divide by the coefficient with x. In this case, it's negative 4. And two negatives become a positive 3. So that's the types of equations we're going to solve today. All right, so let's try another example. Negative 3 plus 6x equals negative 2x minus 27. All right, so on this one, we have two terms with variables. I'm going to put my equal sign. All right, so we got two terms with variables that we want on the left. The 6x is already there, but this negative 2x needs to cross over, so it's going to become a positive 2x. We always change signs. Now on the other side, we want the negative 27 is already over here, but we also want to move this negative 3 over, so a negative is going to become a positive 3. And then we can just combine. 6x plus 2x gives me 8x. Now follow my rules. Negative 27 plus 3 is negative 24. And so I divide by my coefficient with x is 8. And then a negative 24 divided by a negative 8, positive 8 gives me a negative 3. All right, so I'm going to do a couple more, and then I'm going to let you try your assignment. And I apologize for the late video. I've just been busy all day. So you can have more than one thing to move. That's a 15. Okay, so if we look here, we have lots of things going on here, but it's still same rules still apply. The x terms we want on the left, we have 1, 2, 3 terms with an x. The 6 and the negative 7 are already on the left-hand side of that equal sign, so we just bring down their signs. Now this positive 3 is moving over, so it becomes a negative 3. Now on this second side, and let's use green. All right, we have 1, 2, 3 numbers. The 6 and the negative 15 are already here, but this negative 5 needs to move over, so it's going to become a positive 5. Now at this point, if you would want to use a calculator, or you can do it by hand, work left to right. So on the left-hand side, let's combine our x terms. 6 minus 7 gives me negative 1. Then minus 3 would give me negative 4x. Now on the right-hand side, we have 6 minus 15, which would be a negative 9, plus, no, be negative, yeah. I'm tired today, kids. All right, so we have 6 plus 15 is negative 9, plus 5 gives me a negative 4. Now if we divide by the coefficient, which is negative 4, we get x equals, and two negatives turn into a positive. 4 divided by 4 is 1. All right, this will be our last one. Negative 8 plus 12x minus x equals 2x plus 10. All right, on this one, what do we want on the left? We want an x here, an x there, and an x there. So look, our 12x and our minus x is still there, but this is a positive 2, so let's make it a negative 2. Then we have our equal sign, and then over here we have a positive 10 that's already there, but we want to bring this negative 8 over to become a positive 8. And then we can combine our like terms. All right, so right here, we never write it, but that's a 1. So 12 minus 1 is 11, minus 2 would give us 9x. 10 plus 8 is 18. And then we divide by 9 to get an answer of positive 2. All right, so if you guys have questions, I changed the time. Check the Google Meet time. If you have questions tomorrow, don't hesitate to reach out by email or join that Google Meet. Have a good one.